Hello everybody and welcome, I'm Son of Mogeth. I'm playing Species today. Yeah, I was going to play something else but my hand hurts. So I'm going to play something like this, which is a little bit easier going for me and my injuries. I've got an idea for this today and it's going to be weird. In my previous video, if you haven't seen it, I had a bunch of micro-humans that I had evolved from the potatoes that you get as a default creature. And what I did was just let them evolve. They've all become hideous creatures. So what I've decided to do today is drown them, essentially. Yeah, I not literally, but also, yeah, literally. What I'm going to do is raise the water level of the world that these creatures are in, wait a few generations, like, I don't know, 50 generations, and then I'm going to rise it a little bit more, or raise it a little bit more, and then wait, and I'm going to do that as a progression. Just to see if they will turn into fish, essentially. They're either going to turn into a fish or drown. That's kind of the point that I've got to, where I'm literally just torturing my own creations. Let's load the world up and hope it doesn't crash. It did not, but it also blasted my eardrums with music, so let's turn that down. I always forget the controls on this. The camera. You look at these guys over here, look. Hideous beasts. I'm just going to look at the diagram quick, see what we've got. This is not one of them. Let me... Oh. The clade diagram has had a bloody fit, apparently. That's right, that's fine. Now what I can do is if I back up, zoom out. Can I rotate this camera, please, for the love of God? Oh well, there's some water there, and I've got this tool here. It's just occurred to me, I'm not sure what generation these beasts are on. Let me just click one, have a look. There is a button here that tells you what generation they're on. I forget which one it is. Jesus Christ, look at it. So they're currently on generation 74. Look at its eyes move around. Did you see that? They were there, and then they moved down there, and then they moved back up there. So what I'll do is I'll rise the water level. I'll just click it like twice, and then I'll fast forward it, and then I'll cut back, and we'll see if they've changed any. And then I'll rinse and repeat, and maybe I'll do, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos to see it once the world is entirely flooded, if they die or if they evolve into fish. Yeah, that's my plan. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me just click that off. So if I do this, it's at 0.4. If I go 1, 2, 3. All right, so it's 3. I'm just going to raise it by 3 each time. And if we look carefully, the water comes up a little bit at a time. Just slowly over time, the water level will lift itself up. We've already had like a bit of an extinction level event, but like I say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it sped up. I'm going to let them evolve, and then I'm going to raise the water level, and yeah, I'll keep doing that. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so I've left it running for actually quite a long time. It was more than 15 minutes, and what I've got is a bunch of... Oh dear, I did that wrong. A bunch of creatures. Some of them are like over 120. Some of them are as low as like 100. it just depends on the species. I guess they've all developed at different rates. But let's have a look and see what we've actually got. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that it's a little messed up. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can sort this out. Aha! Right, okay. I finally managed to get that sorted. So look, we've got 15 species. Oh, my God. This guy who's still got his lungs, that's fine. This guy's got his lungs and his lungs. This one's aerobic. What are you? It's actually starting to look a little bit like those aliens from Starship Troopers. Sort of, a little bit, not a lot, but a bit. But there's this guy that's got like a whole bunch of stuff, just stuff growing out of the place where its mouth should be. It's also bent over backwards in a weird posture. Oh my freaking God, what are you exactly? I think this is the one I said before was looking like a gremlin. This is one of the dominant species. And here's the other dominant species. Look at his eyes. What good are your eyes facing upwards on the top of your head? I know, like, it's not like he's doing it on purpose, but it's still weird to me. So we've got a few that's gone from having lungs to being aerobic. I don't know if that helps them or not with the drown. Oh God, look at you. That's a major species. It's got perfect camouflage for the forest, which is about to get a little waterlogged. We've got a whole bunch of dudes here. Let me see if I can find them. Look, there they are, look. Hello, you. How are you doing? Look, the asymmetrical crossing of horns right in the place where his mustache would normally go. Like, I did that thing again where I clicked and I didn't mean to. So they're at generation 122, so I did leave it running a little bit longer than I intended. But let's put the water level up a little bit. I also put the where is it? The water fertility up. So if they do move into the water, like these guys appear to be, they do in fact have like a fairly abundant food source. There's a tree growing right in the middle of the water there. That's fine, I guess. Like places like this, it's going to get interesting because this water level will come up here, and it will push like this arid area back. Let's go and put the water level up. What was it? Did I say 3 clicks? 1, 2, 3. Just little bits at a time, but it makes a difference. Like if I speed it up, like that water actually comes inland at a startling rate. Look, there's another bit of it. And is it going to do it again? It causes like this mass extinction. But again, I'm sort of alright with that. Like the ones that can't adapt to this watery environment will die, and the strong ones will continue to live. So what we'll end up with is a bunch of like sturdy species that are able to adapt. Oh God, look at this guy, look. He just drowned himself. But more and more, they are coming out into the water. I was trying to click that guy and couldn't. He's dead as well. He spent too long in the water and he didn't have enough energy to find food, so he just died. Look, and got another little puddle coming up here. So yeah, I'm gonna do that again. I'll let these guys adapt for a little while, or a long while, and I'll bring you guys back to check once they're up to like generation 150, something like that. So yeah, I'll see you in a momento. Right, there we go. We've gone by another 50 or so generations and another 15 or so minutes to have that happen. The world also saved as I moved. I thought it was crashing. As you can see, there's actually been a lot of change gone on. The amount of species at one point was down to 4, and then it went all the way up to 27, and now it's fallen again to roughly where it was previously. The overall population is also down, which I find really interesting. Because although it means there's less individuals in each species, it does mean there's more biodiversity. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's actually a good thing. Yeah, let's see if we can have a look to see what we've got. Look at all that. Look, that's all the changes that's happened since I last showed you guys what was going on. Look at all of this. Let's, we've still got 2 dominant species. We've got these guys who don't look that different. Optimization of the creature's respiratory system. Negative values breathe best in water, positive in positive breathe air. So that actually has gone down. I think that used to be like at 1 when they were full micro-humans. Let's have a look. Oh god, this guy's interesting. He's got these teeny tiny little feeties and this tail that just drags behind him on the floor. He's got these long, spindly arms, and once again, lopsided eyes in his mouth. Because, you know, it wasn't horrifying to begin with. This guy's got a strange gait, and he's got a whole bunch of stuff, like, in his mouth again. He's got these 2 great big eyes and these horns, and ugh. Alright, this guy is the Hugosaurus Rex, isn't he, of the world. Look at him. He's in that perfect pose to hug you, whether you want to be hugged or not. Yeah, this guy's starting to develop camouflage. His eyes are so utterly huge. His eyes are like 40% of his head weight, which would be bizarre on a human. Imagine if your eyes weighed 40% of your entire head. Again, we've got another Hugosaur with some interesting attempts at camouflage. What is going on here? What is going on here? It's all very strange to me. Jesus, that guy's huge. Look at that guy in comparison to this guy. There's only 3 of these guys, but again, his eyes are in his mouth. He's got horns growing out of his eyes. Does actually still have legs, which is kind of rare now. A lot of them have lost their legs. Oh no. Oh, look at this guy. This is the most depressed entity I've ever seen in my life. Look how miserable this thing looks. It's basically a depressed potato that's been left out for too long or something. Poor thing. Poor thing. I'm gonna drown you now. Put you out of your misery. That's a thing to say in public, isn't it? I'm going to drown you now. So I'm going to click this again. 1, 2, 3. And let's have a look to see just how high the water comes up. You see this bit of land has disappeared almost completely. I'll leave it for a little bit. I think it will in fact go completely underwater. But as you can see, look, these guys in this area along here, they're starting to venture out into the water, like, increasingly, which I find interesting. We've now got an inland lake kind of thing going on, although this is going to join up to this. This, I think, soon is going to join up to this, and these 2 have already joined. We've got the workings of an ocean here, and these bits will turn into an island. Like that film Waterworld that everybody loved, right? Everybody loves that film? I know humans, they love Waterworld. That's why it was such a booming success. Yeah. Oh, I've just realised as well, I've put the nursery underwater. So the rovers that are in there are now non-functional. You see the population is going up and down and up and down. But they're going into the water more. I mean, a lot of them don't survive. See how many of these make it. There's only 3, 2, 1 dead. What about these guys? Some of them made it. Which means they're at least decent swimmers, you see, and they'll pass on that somewhat decent swimmer trait to their children, who will breed with other ones that are sort of decent swimmers, and what we'll eventually end up with is a species that can swim pretty well, actually. But that all takes time. It takes a lot of time, and I want to do it nice and slowly. If I just go like click, 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 spam, spam, spam on the button, they'll just all immediately drown, and I'll end up making everything extinct. And as I say, the goal here is to see if I can turn something that used to be a human-ish into something which is a fish-ish. That's the goal. So I'm going to do what I've been doing. Oh, this guy. It makes me sad just looking at this guy. But this is the one I've been using as a benchmark. He's roughly at generation 150, like, ish. So, yeah, I'm gonna do another time skip. I'm sure you guys are loving all these cuts. And could you not move your eyes while I'm talking, please? It's very, very distracting. Like, move your eyes around if you're looking at something. Just don't change their placement on your face while you're facing me, because, I mean, I don't sleep well enough as it is. I don't need nightmares for when I do actually sleep. Sorry, I was speaking to this creature in my world. Yeah, I'll come back once they're up to, I don't know, generation 200, I guess. Okay, we're back again. Again. So, progress has been made. There's, again, some interesting things been going on. I've just been keeping my beady little eyes on, like, these numbers here. And we've lost a few species. It goes up and it goes down, and it goes up and down, it's fine. This number, though, what generation are we on? Yeah, about generation 200. I was going to bring you guys back for a progress update around 175, but at that point, this population had dropped to like 200, and I was thinking, if I put the water level up again now, they're all just going to die and become extinct, and although I don't really care if that happens that much. These hideous beasts deserve to die for not remaining what I made them, because I'm a vengeful and somewhat eccentric god, I guess. I kind of want to see if I can turn some into fish, that is, gill breathers. And I'm not sure that has been achieved yet, although it's been a while since I checked. So, yeah, I mean, look at all this. Look at it. All these little guys have all tried to live and failed. We're down to 8 species currently. Let me zoom it in a little bit. I hate the way when you zoom it in here, it also zooms the map in the background in. We got this guy. His breathing is nearly neutral. He's aerobic. I don't think that how am I going to explain this? If these guys have not evolved from lungs to aerobic by now, I'm going to go ahead and call it that they won't survive. What is this? My God. It's a literal monster. Look at it. It's got... Wait. It's got stumpy little legs growing out of its waist and gigantic feet. Its actual legs are also quite skinny and stumpy, and it's got teeny tiny little feet, but it's also got massive, massive hands. No, it's even worse than that. It's actually got massive, massive, triceps and teeny, teeny, tiny little hands. God, and now it's, God, that made me jump. Yep, this guy who's, was this our Sadosaurus or whatever it was I decided to call it? He's still got lungs. He's not going to do well. Oh yeah, this is our camouflaged guy. So they've all... Is this all we've got? It says I've got 7 species here, but I'm only counting, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me zoom out a bit. Aha! We've got some over here. Sneaky, sneaky. What have we got here? Alright, this guy kind of looks cuddly from the back. He looks sort of almost Elmo-like. And you turn him around, you're like, no, I'm not getting anywhere near you. You have bloody fangs. Oh, this is a dominant species. Don't we have 2 dominant species? We got 3 dominant species currently out of 8. Ooh. A lot of them still have lungs. That's not really a good sign for them. It's oh, I accidentally spun the camera while I was away, by the way. This was sideways before, like this, I think. Like this. I think that's how it was last time. I'm going to put the water up some more. And if they drown and die, tough. Oh, I wonder if I can I see if they're decent swimmers or not? I didn't really mean to do that. Slow swimmers and also minimal stamina. Slow, minimal, slow, minimal, slow. Oh, look, decent minimal. Ooh, this guy is also has aerobic breathing, so he's actually got a decent chance of survival. Not good, just somewhat decent. He could also survive, but he's got lungs, so it's a bit slow, minimal. Oh, slow, minimal, slow, minimal. Oh dear, this is not going to go well for them, is it? Sorry guys, I am now going to kind of ruin your, well, life, such as it is. Let me see if I can get a good view. There we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We speed up. This should... Oh. I wonder if these are going to join up here. It looks like they could. Like there. Here they go, look. They're all dying. Oh. Just about, look. Like they... This body of water and this body of water, use your words, son of Mogarth, join up at high tide. And then they separate at low tide. It's almost all water at this point. Like the next time I put the water level up, it's going to just create an island oasis here, isn't it? And cut this off completely. I dread to think what effect that's going to have on the population. I've been recording an hour and a half, so I actually need to stop. I apologise, that's a weird place to leave it, but I will. Of course. What is going on down here? Sorry, I got distracted. Oh, that's food. I thought that was creatures. Oh, there's a creature, look. He's off to get some food, I would assume, since it's all across the banks now. Like, if you live here, it's really awkward because you have to swim across here to get food. Is this guy going to survive? His, like, health in there in green is really low. Can you do it? Can you do it? Are you gonna... He's gonna dead, isn't he? I'm not even sorry. I'm not even sorry. Well, there's a bunch of these guys. Let me just see if I can... These guys are also, like, really hot as well. So they're starving, and they're too hot, and they're too slow to get to the food, so they're all dying out. And I am amused by this, as you can tell. Plus, these guys have come along, look. I didn't even see these ones. These guys have come along and eaten all the food these guys have been swimming towards. These guys are dead now, aren't they? You are all dead. Blech, blech. And you... Oh, is he going to make it? I can't really see him anymore. Did he make it? Did he? I don't think he did he? Oh, look. He's definitely not feeling well, and I can't select him as a creature. These ones I can. Or not. No, he was dead. He just laid down and died because that other species ate all his food. Oh dear. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to... I can't find a good place to put this camera at all. Because there's a lot not going on here. A lot not going on? That doesn't even make sense. There you go, I'll just leave it there. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I don't know how long it's going to be. Like I say, I've been recording an hour and 28 minutes. And you're probably going to get like a 20, 30 minute long video out of that. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you've got suggestions for things you want me to do, not just in this, but in anything, you know, that I play, put those down in the comment section. If you don't like the video and then subscribe, I'm going to send one of these creatures to your house to lick your feet while you sleep. Unless you like having your feet licked, and then I'm going to get them to lick your eyeballs. You're going to wake up one night with a creature stood over you licking your eyeball. So like and subscribe. Unless you want that to happen, and then I guess don't. Either way, I don't think I'll be making a video tomorrow. I might not. If I don't, I will see you Friday for Raft. Yeah, got exciting stuff happening in Raft. So if you haven't been watching Raft, go into my playlist section. There's a playlist for Raft. I'm on season 2. You can watch those, and then you'll be caught up for Friday. Do that. And yeah, I'll see you Friday.